Yeah, what up, what up, what up? We here, we made it. It's motherfucking Tambout Tuesdays.
Nah, I'm
what
talking
up,
about.
y'all?
Yes.
We got Wilma Flintstone, Tony Tambout, DJ Tandy, and of course your girl So Dope. We on here.
We here and
What
shit.
up,
We
guys?
chilling this shit. Shout
And
out
on
to
a new
S.STREET.
platform.
Yeah, shout out to S.STREET Media.
Loving this
Hello.
whole vibe.
Yes.
We're
like
blessed
if-
with a whole other expansion, a whole other opportunity.
You heard.
And we about to make the best of it and keep it talking about. Y'all dig?
Know what I'm talking about?
Cause you know what we be talking about.
Hello.
We be
Y'all
talking
already
about
know. Same energy, just better location.
That's it.
With bigger blessings.
All that shit.
You.
So, just like regular, my funny story.
I'm ready,
To start the,
'cause y'all already know something happen every week.
Because
Something
now
happen every week.
the start of the week
Such
is
an exciting
Tuesday.
life.
Let's go.
You know,
What happened?
I feel like it looks like I do. But anyway, that's another topic for another day.
That's all right. We'll get there.
This funny story actually happened to me today. I was going to the store and I just ran out the crib real quick, whatever. I'm over there by the 2 train and dude is like, Christmas trees, deodorant, $4. And at first I was mad because he said Christmas trees and deodorant because he had one tree and multiple deodorants. So that was the first thing. And then I was
But
mad.
wait, if they was $4, that's because they sold out.
Probably. But it was cute. It was a little mini, like, fresh tree and shit. And I was like, damn, I don't got a fresh tree. I only got a fake one. So I want that. And I'm, like, patting down my pockets. I'm like, fuck, how you bring no cash? How you ain't got $4 on you? Because I wanted the tree. I wanted the trees and the deodorant.
Okay.
And then I'm thinking, I'm like, why he ain't asked for 5? But then I'm like, he just needed that $4
all he
to
needed.
get
I
that
respect
bag.
that. He wasn't
Listen,
being
he's not
wasn't
trying to
around
complicate
that.
things.
Right.
Because if he would have
Right.
said 5 and said person didn't have 5, then he'd have been asked out.
Right.
He thought he had a
Right.
bad
He
luck with
just-
4, right?
Right.
What
Right.
was his lucky
But
number
yeah,
of the
'cause
night?
And
but
he was
then-
probably only missing 3. He'd have took 3.
But then I'm standing on the corner like, yo,
Word.
can I cash app you when you give me $4 right now? Because I need that tree. Yo, I went home and I was mad. And my boo was like, yo, what's up? I was like, I didn't get the $4 tree. He's like, the fuck are you talking? I was like, yo, but this crackhead, he had deodorants and a tree. And I just really wanted the tree, babe. And he was like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
Yo.
Listen, that's how I got a $20
Gotta love New
fucking
York City.
Tommy Hilfiger jacket the other day.
Heard you off the
In the
hood?
street. Yeah, you already know, leaving
Off the
my
Fordham
job.
strip.
On the Fordham
Yo,
strip.
the Fordham strip be lit.
It was so
Word.
funny though because he had a black garbage bag full of coats, and then he was showing them to me, right? And the paddy wagon's coming. He's like, yeah, little mama, I can't keep.
Either you want it or you don't.
Hurry up and buy your mind up. He's like, I can't keep showing you shit. Usually, I take the one you got, or I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, well. Okay, sir. If you put it that way,
It's
then I guess
$20.
I'll
Give
take
me 2.
No, he hasn't told me how much it was yet. I already had 2 in my hand that I liked, but I was like, "Damn, you got mad shit in there. Let me see what else is in there." But you know, cops don't fuck shit up for me, so I'm like, I even dropped one of the coats because they got me
my
nervous.
God.
They did the whole
Making
poop
shit
poop.
hot,
I'm
making
like,
shit
oh
hot.
no, I'm not good at
It was like,
buying
whoop,
hot
and you was
shit.
like that.
Not mine.
I didn't do that. I
I
ain't
haven't
did
paid for
that.
none yet.
I was like, I didn't do nothing. I haven't even paid for it. Like, leave me alone.
dead.
So he stuffed all the other coats back in the bag, and he was like, "What you gonna do, Mama?" I was like, "All right, well, how much is it?" He was like, "Best special of your life. Give me $20 for each." I was like, "What?
What?
Here you go, bro. You sure you don't want me to go through the rest of that bag?"
First of all,
Right.
that was the guy that ran up in Burlington.
Word.
That
already know.
definitely came from
Homeboy with the
Burlington
tree
Coat
took
Factory.
that from Home Depot. You know that, right? He just ran out of Home Depot.
Off the display though.
He hit Target, then he hit Home Depot. He's
Yo,
like, I
word.
need these deodorants, and I'm gonna take that tree.
Right. They must have been. I
That
know
shit
where
was
that's
probably
at.
in
I know where
somebody's
that's at.
yard.
That's a center.
He was out there with his razor blade cutting that shit down.
Listen,
But yo, the
word.
best part is Tony pulled up to my crib with the jackets with the
I'm
alarm
done.
With the
tag
alarm tag,
still
yo.
on them.
I'm
And
done.
she was like, "You got a bag?" I was like, "Yeah, because we don't need you walking around the Bronx with jackets with security
So,
tags."
but you know how to get the alarm tag?
Girl, the minute I got to my
course.
job, I popped them shit.
Oh,
right.
oh, you have that.
Hello. I was like, "Thank you,
Nah,
dog."
I thought you like.
Nah, broski, I got
Had
it.
a-
Work.
You're like one of
Like,
those
and was
pen
like,
joints?
pop-
Yeah, like you know one of those tricks that people have.
You
to
know, I
open.
wish I would have known that
I don't
because
know
I had
anything
bought a
about
onesie at Family Dollar and they
And
didn't
they
take the
left it on.
security tag off. And I was like, I'm not gonna go back because they're gonna be like, "Nah, you stole this,"
Right.
and I ain't have my receipts. I
They
ended up.
definitely gonna tell you.
I
that
ended
you
up
stole it.
cutting this shit off. Now there's a hole in the ass of my onesie.
It's alright though. I imagine so, Liza.
Easy access. and
Yeah,
shit.
there's always a way. There's always a way.
I could have taken that shit to Fordham.
Right,
real quick.
just to me.
Right, right. I had gotten one. They
so
left
you-
the pen joint on. You know those pen alarms?
Oh, with the ink. It's terrible.
My homegirl told me, "Yo, all you gotta do is burn it on one side. You gotta
And then
be
it'll come
patient.
off, right.
You gotta be patient."
That's what I said. I know. I know it's
So
a
you
way.
need like
It's
a
a
really
way.
strong
It's a way to
magnet.
get it off.
But you ain't hear
Yeah,
that
that's
from
really
us
what it
because we
is.
don't do that
right.
shit.
I know. I mean, I don't
Right.
even know what you're talking about.
Also, don't think you're just gonna bring something with an alarm to Tony's job and say,
Right,
"Hey, Tony,
no,
here's
thank
20
you.
bucks.
Right.
Take this off for me."
No, not at all.
Gotta be
That's
like
only
50
for
or
my
better.
I was gonna say it costs way more than 20.
You gotta be 50 or better. Don't try to come over here and borrow to either. Be like, yo, I got this eighth.
You know, right? Nah, nigga.
Halves and better.
We not with this shit.
Right,
We talking halves and halves
So
different now.
I love that you know my style. You better bring
We
me
smoke a
her.
lot and shit. So you're gonna give me a half for me and a half to sell, and I
You
got
heard,
you.
and I got you.
Gotta even it out.
Don't bring me no fake bags either.
Nah, I'm saying, but shout out to them boosters, bro, cause y'all be making Christmas easier for our
I
fucking
miss the
hardworking
crackheads, man.
moms.
Like I miss the, you know what I'm saying? I
No,
miss.
they're boosters now, baby.
know.
Yo,
They're not
what's the
crackheads.
funniest shit a crackhead ever tried to sell you?
Oh man, this
My
the-
own
we
shit.
got
Got
lists
time?
is
My
long.
own shit.
They- oh,
Now they do that by my job. They steal mirrors,
Oh,
Car mirrors.
and and then when you go over
You
there,
got a comment card too.
well, thank God,
God.
it's never happened to me,
Right.
but I've seen it happen to other people.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's some
That's
shit.
a thing.
Like,
That's a
like,
thing.
oh, you looking for a mirror and it's your mirror. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'ma
nigga,
need
that's
that
my
back.
shit.
No, some
But
ghetto
God,
shit happened to me in
what's
the
the-
OJ one time though.
Okay, go ahead.
Talking about bagging mirrors. Somebody apparently popped his and he was bitching about it. And your man dead stopped OJ. You know, back in the day, you used to OJ, like I said, used to smoke, chill, ride around. He really just dead ass stopped on the corner. We're like, what is this nigga doing? He pulled up next to a truck and popped their mirror and took it. Like, yo, it happened to me, so fuck it. I'm like, nah, son.
Oh no, let
Like,
me out. I
that's
do not want your
like,
juju.
That's dirty.
Let me out of here.
I know we smoking this shit, but we not dirty like that.
Yo, like 6 years.
He was like, y'all underage. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like
a fact.
6 years ago, I'll never forget. I was parked on Crows and 174.
Okay.
In the Bronx.
Okay.
And I was chilling in my friend's crib. We came out to go get in my car. I had a hoopty. I had a '97 Ultima with some XXR rims on it. For
Ow.
anybody that knows cars. Yeah, my shit was looking like
Yeah,
a little.
it's lit.
My shit was looking like a little fucking Orderly mobile and shit.
A little race joint.
Yeah, yo.
You didn't know how many niggas were gonna pop out?
I mean, yo. What's that song they play? What's that song?
Which one?
Low Rider.
Oh, right.
That's like
Right.
I felt like that shit was just playing in my head every time I got in that bitch. But anyway, I came outside and there was 4 dudes around my car, 4 old dudes around my car, trying to take my fucking rims. And I was like, well, I hope you got the right lock nut, because I put a special thing on it so I could avoid this. But they had the cinder blocks.
Ready.
They was
They
ready.
about to leave
There's
my
a,
shit
oh
on
nah,
cinder
these is
block.
ours. No, they had the key for that shit.
Yo, because at the time, the
They had
rims
the
were
key
like
for it.
200 a piece at the time. So they was like, oh, that's a
They,
come
if
up.
they didn't have the key,
Damn.
they
And I'm
had a
like, damn.
way.
I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers seen I had jersey plates and all that. They was about to leave my ass
Wow.
stranded.
They didn't even care.
They were like, fuck it.
Take the 6 train.
They didn't even consider
Right.
it. They didn't even consider it.
They
Yo,
were
yo, the
living your way around New
the
York.
funniest shit I ever had somebody try to sell me was a pineapple.
Oh,
He was just this was during the summer too on 149 and 3rd. You know, shout out to the dope block. Shout out to the fiends and shit. He's like, I got this pineapple, $2, and I'm like, bro, you know that like the stores sell them right there, and I don't even gotta cut it. Like you giving me extra, you trying to sell me this pineapple and shit. I'm
But
like,
that, he was
damn.
still giving a discount because them joints be like $3 and more. Them
He was like, yo,
pineapples.
75% off right
Right.
now. Get it
He's
while
like,
it's
I
hot.
got you. I got
Because it's
you.
literally hot. I've been
Right.
walking around in the sun all day.
Yo,
The shit might have a rough spot, but it's all good. It's great for smoothies.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's all right. Yo, you know what though? I'll tell you this. Jaylyn, my first child, I did not buy no Pampers, clothes, or anything the first year of her life, thanks to the crackheads.
Yes.
I worked
Good
at
looking.
I worked at my uncle's vivero, right, in
Yeah.
2007, and on everything they all knew I was pregnant.
You
and
killed
they
chickens?
chickens, girl,
Goats?
chickens, goats, cows,
Pigs?
whatever the fuck you
Not
brought
the
me.
bunnies.
Bunnies. Oh my! Listen, this is why I don't eat well.
They
There's
sell
two
bunnies at the
reasons.
Vivero?
Yes. What? We sell everything. We don't
sell
sell
that
you
shit
because
when
it's
you-
illegal.
I didn't know that either.
Yes, we sell everything. We don't sell you
Bunnies.
because it's illegal. You don't hear? Yeah. Bunnies cry like babies. Like
say that.
Why
yeah,
you
they
telling
do.
me
That's
that,
why I
man?
don't eat them. That's
just
why I
thought
don't eat
that was
rabbit. Well, that's the one reason why I don't eat rabbit. And then my mother gave us a pet and ate it and made us eat it, and that's why. That's another story. But anyway, going back to what I
If
was
you
saying.
eat your pet, does that make you a cannibal?
Yes.
Well, my brother is. I am not, because I saw the legs. So, Michael, you are a cannibal, not me, because I didn't eat our friend Thumper.
Thank God.
I shared
What was
many
his name?
lollipops
What was
with
his name?
Thumper. He was so cute.
You
too.
had to name him that?
Rip Thumps.
He was adorable, but
Thumper
he
ain't
ate.
thumping no more.
He ate a pair of my mom's heels, and my mom cooked them.
Damn.
It was over.
I got a funny, sad story about bunnies.
Uh-oh.
When I was like 4, they got me a bunny for Easter, right? They left it at the neighbor's house, and the kid was jealous, so he snapped his neck.
What kind
So,
of...
check it out, though. Check it out. They went and got me another one, right? So, you know, I'm like, I'm going to play
Okay,
it.
so I want to know more about the kid.
Me
that's
too.
not
That
the
kid's like a
rabbit.
serial killer.
That's
Like, what
really
the
all I know. Like, he wanted the bunny. He's like, if I can't have
Where
it,
is he?
nobody
Where is
can.
he now?
I don't
Do you
know.
know
Jail,
if he
probably
in
Minnesota or something. I don't know, somewhere.
Oh my god.
Fuck out of here.
I want to know. What
But
how he turns out.
yeah, so he killed the first bunny, right? Then they got me another one. So Easter morning, I'm mad hype. I had the shit probably like 4 or 5 days, and I let it out the cage, and it was just hopping around, pooping on the couch because it's living its best life and shit. And I just forgot about it. I went to go play with my Barbies, my Power Rangers or something.
right,
I forgot about the
right.
bunny.
Next.
And the sliding door was open, and we had a pool at the time. And the sliding door went to a deck that led to the pool. So
Oh, the
bunny hopped right in, and he was just tail up.
Oh man.
Yeah, and they was like, the bunny's in the pool, and I was like, the bunny can swim?
No.
Nah, I never got another bunny after that.
Yeah,
no.
neither did we. I mean, we didn't get no pets after that because my mom was, I don't know, my mom
Did your
was
mom
weird.
work at the vivero too?
No.
Okay.
No, not
She
at all.
should've.
She should have, cause let me tell you, we had every dog we had. My mom would dead ass drive. There was only 2 dogs. Fifi, I love Fifi. Fifi was like, I could do whatever to Fifi, and Fifi did not care. Like I would ride her. I would.
Hey, yo.
I would.
Okay.
Yes,
Hey,
that was
yo.
my bitch. I would I would pretend she was a truck.
A horse.
horse.
Elmira, you was like, Elmira, I'm gonna
Love you, yes, and squeeze them forever.
Oh
I was crazy with animals, and then I had a Chihuahua that I loved a lot too. That my mom would dead ass take the dog, take Pelham, go to Pelham, drop the dog off in Pelham. Fifi always found her way back though. She was like, "Not me, bitch. You ain't getting
They
rid
know.
of me."
She know where she lives.
Not that easy.
Because Fifi was with us for mad years. So then, you know, my dad took her, and then Fifi was gone because my mom hated pets. But Fifi would piss on my mom's side of the bed on purpose.
Oh,
She
Fifi
knew
was
she
the
ain't
shit.
like her.
Fifi
She was
wasn't
onto that
shit, but it was because my mom was a lovely person.
Right.
That's
Right.
insane.
No, but I don't have no luck with pets.
No?
Beside the bunny that, you know, committed suicide, right?
How
My
is it-
dad shot one of my dogs.
Oh,
on accident.
No.
Yeah.
He said it was on accident.
Yo,
We used to have a bunch of beagles.
That was old
'cause
yellow
my
shit.
dad, my dad, that was some real hillbilly
this
redneck
right?
shit.
That was some
That
real
dog sick?
hillbilly shit.
We used to have a lot of beagles, and my dad used to take them hunting with him. And he's like, yeah, he shot the dog on accident. He thought it was a deer. And I'm like, fuck out of here. Them dogs is trained. Those are hunting dogs. Like,
Right.
they're specifically for that. So they tried to fool me, and they got me another one that looked just like it. And I was like, this one's a girl. Fuck out of here. This ain't Jake.
I'm dead.
Right?
I'm dead.
Right?
Oh.
So another one that I had, they tried to surprise me for Christmas, and they put a kitten in my book bag. And I'm the youngest of 5 girls. So they was all like, check the book bag, check the book. There's something in there for you. And I'm like, nah, fuck out of here. What are y'all doing to me? So I start opening the book bag, and it starts moving, and I throw this shit. I'm like, you put a rat in my book bag? Why my brain went straight to that? It's
Right.
like, fuck out of here. I'm crying and shit at this point. Then they're like, there's a cat in there. And all I'm thinking, I was like, I killed a cat with the textbooks.
Oh, man.
What'd you name the cat?
Jingles. 'Cause I got him for Christmas and
Just in
shit.
time.
That's
But-
cute. That's cute.
Beside the fact that I almost killed him with my book bag, my mom got tired of his shit, and like 4 months later, she just took him by the tail and threw him over the
jangled
fucking
jingle.
fence, and she was
She
gone.
jangled jingle.
But that ain't even the worst part, all right? That ain't even the worst part. Let me tell you about my real bad luck with pets. I had a dog that was a beagle mixed with, what is it, a dachshund, the wiener dogs, Dachshund or whatever.
Oh.
So he was a funny looking motherfucker because he was real long, but he was big because he was.
Yeah,
and he-
That's
like
funny.
a barrel.
That's
so
funny.
we used to keep him chained to a tree in the backyard. And it was raining one day, and he went to go up the stairs, the wood stairs to the back door, and he slipped, and he went in between them, and I came home, and I found him
Oh my
spinning.
God. Are you
So, you know, shout out to Zuko. I hope you last long,
Yo.
bro.
No, I love Zuko.
First
Don't
of all,
say
Zuko.
that. I really love your dog.
When
Don't say
Zuko
that.
gets
That hurts
yelled
me.
at, he gets in his feelings, and then I feel bad.
Yeah,
Right.
he
Oh
be-
my
he be
God.
suckering me
Yo,
all the
I
time.
love Carly's dog
He's a
so
nice
much.
dog.
Like, I am so in love with
Carly's
Zuko.
dog loves my coochie.
Oh, yo. Oh my God.
He's a
That was
virgin. He
so
can't help it.
hilarious.
He's never had no
Well,
doggy
let him
bone.
out. Let him
Well,
out
you
this
need to-
summer.
right,
Let
you
him
need
let
to
him
get-
get some of that.
let
good
him
Oh my
get-
God. Maybe we should let him and Lexi hang out.
Lexi's gonna
That would be the
terrorize
funniest
him.
dog. I mean,
What kind of
like
dog
the-
is Lexi? One of those little.
Yo, but he
Lexi's
did the
a chihuahua.
slickest shit the
Zuko
other
might
day,
even
right?
like it though.
He did the slickest
Right.
shit the other
What if
day.
they had a baby?
That'd be
Breed
some
them.
My
funny
baby
looking
can't
ass
have
babies.
babies.
That'd be a
Oh,
good
I'm
funny
sorry.
looking
I
around.
clipped my baby. I apologize,
no.
but see, I have a phobia with like a lot of shit, and you ain't bleeding all over nowhere in my fucking house.
I had
So,
kittens.
I've
I had a
never
cat that
had a
had
girl
kittens
dog.
underneath the sink, and it was like nothing ever happened.
Listen, honey,
It was a
boo,
beau- and it was beautiful.
I'm so happy that's. I will have a
Little
nervous
peg
breakdown.
leg came out
No. Oh.
with a broken leg.
Oh. Oh no.
Did she try to eat it?
No.
after like maybe like
He was the runt.
Yes,
my
she-
God.
It was. She was the runt.
you
It
know,
was the
say-
last one.
Talking about runs. When I lived
Kaiser
in
was a
DR,
bastard.
right? When I lived in DR, I used to go to Jarabacoa on the weekends or whatever, and there was this pig there that was having the babies, and all her babies came out. All of them were like brown, like mixed, and then there was this one little black one. That was so, but he was the most cutest one out of them all. He was so tiny, and I would just look at him, and he would be in the little corner like looking at all the other ones like, y'all gonna give me a turn? And I would be like, oh my God, can I go in there and touch them? But then I realized that you cannot go in a pig pen when they have babies because they will fucking eat
no,
you.
they're not trying to hear that.
They'll
They
eat you.
baby.
It's that maternal instinct.
Yeah, that
right
should
away.
kick in.
Yo, do you ever think like what your dog be thinking when they look at you or your pet?
All the
be thinking when they
time.
look at
All
you?
the time.
Because
All the
Zuko
time.
pulled some real slick shit the other day. He's laying in the bed with me, and I let him in the bed, but I don't let him scratch in the bed.
Right.
So I'm like,
Right.
there's got to be some
There's
type
a
of
boundary.
boundary. Like
Gotta
you a
draw the
dog.
line.
So he was scratching his head, and I pushed his foot away, and I started scratching it for him, right? So then he just looked at me like, really, bitch? And then he went like, lifted his leg and started licking his balls, and I was like, Zuko!
No.
You crossed the
Zuko is very
line.
presumptuous.
You cannot give Lexi.
No.
You can. Matter of fact,
Zuko's
fuck giving Lexi.
presumptuous.
You
Yeah.
cannot bring a stuffed animal into my house.
Oh
She
yeah,
humps
no.
What?
I'm dog
Humps
sitting.
it?
I'm dog
Humps
sitting,
it?
and they love to hump shit.
Girl, let me tell
Yo,
you.
that shit is real.
Jayla, I felt so horrible. So we love, like, I love unicorn. Yeah, no, I love unicorns and fucking mermaids are my shit. So I get Jayla this beautiful unicorn little teddy bear, and I come home one day and I'm like, oh no. Lexi is molesting and beating the shit out of this unicorn all up and down the couch. I'm like, girl, why though? Why her shit though?
Listen.
I just got it for her. She didn't even touch. She hasn't even seen it. Now I can't give it to her.
Listen.
So it was over.
Y'all know my red
She's
couch.
marking
I got a
her
reading. You know the reading couch in my crib.
I love
It
that.
got a bunch of stuffed animals on the front. I done threw away like 4.
Oh,
Cause I feel like she done did some shit too. I know they don't spray or nothing, but you know that bitch came or something. Cause that bitch, she go hard with the. Why do they go so hard? Like their energy.
They
is
back
just-
me mad arch.
Yo, I almost.
Well,
wanna
you
get
gotta
something
think
and
about
put
it. You
something
gotta
in
think
her
about it. They
butt
got
from the back.
paws,
She
right?
can feel something. Oh
They
my
got
God.
paws, so they can't just be like right in the crotch and
Well,
so they're like, I gotta do so. I gotta get this off one way or another.
let me
No,
tell
that's
you
a fact.
something though. I had a dog, may he rest in peace, Spanky. Well, he wasn't my dog. He was Grandpa's dog. He was the girl's grandfather's dog, and this dog dead ass would jerk himself off. Like
Oh, yes.
Spanky was
Spanky
I was
was
just
spanking
saying,
Spanky
her
was
paws,
spanking it.
The way she grab it, like she do a little hook.
Right.
Like
It's-
I'm not just
yeah.
you know, most dogs are like clumsy with it, right? They just got the flat paw against the
pro.
wall and they just like,
The
no.
pro.
She got a little curve. Like she really
Yeah,
grip
girl,
it. I'm like,
yeah.
oh,
Girl.
she don't want to let that shit go. I'm
Some
like,
method to your madness.
damn.
Shit, my dog get more action than I do.
Hello.
So I be
I'm
like,
like,
all right,
It's just
damn.
girl.
hella random, but like, do female dogs got clitorises?
Girl, I don't.
must,
Well,
right?
you know what they must,
both
because
mammals
Lexi
must.
is
Or
always
maybe-
rubbing hers,
Yeah,
bitch.
probably a
Like,
dragging
always
it
after-
equivalent.
Yeah.
Nah, she don't
That's
drag
why
it on
she
the floor.
humping.
She don't drag it on the
No,
floor.
they
She
hump
hump it
on it.
all
There's
over
a
her
clitoris
toys.
equivalent.
Right.
It's
No,
probably
but I
not
really
called
be
a
wondering
clitoris.
too, because when I like get upset at her, I know she be looking at me like, you just gonna kill my nut like that, bitch. I don't do
Oh
that to
my
you.
God, yo,
I know what you do in
Wait,
your room, Mom.
You wanna hear? Nah, you
Like,
wanna
I let
hear
you
some
rock,
funny
bitch. I'm
shit?
like,
This
damn.
so one night, you know, kids are not home. I'm home by myself. I'm like, damn, yo, I'm tired. I couldn't go to sleep. Whatever, you know what happens. So my dog.
Yes,
my dog,
they be on
yo,
it.
my
Saxophone
dog-
music
My
starts
dog
playing.
comes in the room and she's ready to lay down and go to bed with me. And she
Right.
looks at me and she's like, "Ooh, I came in at the wrong time."
Right.
What's
Oh,
that
you
buzzer
busy?
sound?
No, yo, she looks on the bed. One of her little toys on the bed. She looks at me. She grabs her little toy. And she's like, "All right, I'll be back."
I'ma get
Drags
my-
her toy with her. She's like,
Right.
"I'm gonna go get my nut
get my
off.
shit
While
too."
you get your shit off
They
too.
be
bitch.
knowing what
See you
time it
later."
is. They be knowing
Yeah,
what
they
time it is.
definitely
swear.
be knowing.
Let's
There
see
was-
I be
my
talking
bitch,
to her,
though.
like real talk. The other day she was just standing there on God. That bitch was watching the movie.
Eh,
I don't care what nobody say.
They
She
watch
was
TV. They
interested.
watch TV.
It was an action movie, and she was on it. And I was like, Scarlett, you watching that movie, mama? And she looked at me and hit me with a yeah. Like, I don't care.
So
she
you
hit me,
seen that
yeah.
shit?
Like, and turned back and
jump
kept
like
watching
that?
the movie. I was like, all right, bitch, let me turn the light off and shit. It's
Set
movie
the
night.
mood.
Let's get
Popcorn
comfy.
and
Like,
shit.
They definitely be knowing, because there's been quite a few times where we in the middle of doing whatever and my head's hanging off the bed. You know, you be having your eyes closed and shit. And then I'll just open my
Right, for a
eyes
few
and the
seconds,
dog
yeah.
is right there like,
yeah.
And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Now you supposed to stick your tongue on, but yeah, you know what this is.
Yo,
Yeah, nigga, Get
But
the
why?
fuck out of here.
That's the only bad part about letting the dog sleep on the bed with you, though, right? Like, you wake up and they like sense that you're awake, and she just runs up and is right in my like. First, I still got cold, only one eye open, and she's just like,
Hey, what's up? You up?
Hey,
You wanna go for what?
Are you
You wanna
up?
feed me?
We're
You wanna
ready?
get some water?
Good morning. Good morning. Let's go.
I gotta pee.
Hey,
I'm
hey.
going out.
And
We're
then the
gonna
lick,
go.
and I don't like that licking face shit. I'm like,
Oh, see,
I
yeah,
don't know
Lexi
nothing
and then I
about
feel
knows not to
bad
lick
because
me.
she's small,
I
but I
have no
push
pets.
her. Because, you still have sleep. You're not thinking. You're just like, meh. You know?
See, I can't do that in my dog because she weighs 2 pounds. That bitch will fly. Yo,
Later, Lexi.
One time I felt so bad. I mean, because, you can't blame them. But Jade, they were playing, and Lexi was like months. She was mad little, like tiny. Yo, they field golded her, and her little leg
No.
came out.
That's awesome.
After that, I understood that she is my child also, because I became crazy and literally lost my shit.
My dad did that one time to our cat because
my
he has a bunch of records, and the cat used to go in the records and scratch.
Oh, they love that
So he
cardboard
was like,
shit.
I mean, she
he would
kinda
always
deserved
he
it.
would always tell her like, ah,
Right.
Then,
She kind of deserved
then
that.
she didn't listen, and one day he grabbed her by the neck and was like, poof,
Oh, no, she didn't do that.
and kicked it from like
Damn.
one
Fucking
one
field
side of the
goal.
room to the other, and the cat
I mean,
was
it's
just.
a man leg against a little cat.
And the little bell was bent. Nah, fuck that. That's the
She didn't do
same.
the.
Nah, that's
But she landed on her feet.
that's
though.
the same cat that scratched me in my face. So
She
fuck
landed
that cat.
on her feet though. Fuck that bell.
Yeah.
Fuck that cat.
But when the cat scratched me, the cat got fucked up too.
Yeah,
So that cat
damn,
just
that
had a
cat
rough
you
life.
just got. That cat
But
just got.
I had
beat up.
turtles and stuff.
Oh God, I hate.
But now in my adult life, I don't want any type
I had
of pets.
turtles, too.
I'm
And
older
let's tell you-
now, and I think it's unfair to keep these animals captive in our
Listen,
homes.
I felt the same way, but I was bamboozled with Lexi.
I'm just
like,
playing.
no,
I
I
love them
do.
though.
I
not
didn't
a
want.
Zoomy folk.
I have 3
No, I think
kids.
the
Those
Zoomy
are my
stuff,
pets. Who the fuck needs more pets when
Yo.
you got 3 kids? I don't need pets. I got 3 kids. I got pets, all ages, all
Word.
sizes.
That ass though. They really do be like some pets.
Yeah,
different species.
but
It-
Lexi came from Hurricane Maria, so she's a
Alright.
rescue dog. Hell
Your
yeah.
own kids to
Yeah.
fuck you over because you be like, oh yeah, I was gonna come, but I had to do this, and Julie be there like, no,
No,
you
you
didn't,
didn't.
ma. You just didn't want to get dressed. You was laying on the beanbag all day. Why you lying? I'm
Kids
like,
will tell your
damn,
whole
son, like,
life.
you know you
Kids will tell
depend
your
on
whole
me
life.
for food and
for
shelter,
real.
right?
Right.
You sure you want to go down this road?
Right.
They will tell you a whole
Yo,
life.
how? So I sent this to Carly. So the other day, right, I decided that like I was bored at work, and I was having a bad day at work. So I figured, how can I fuck with my children that would make
Oh, that's
it?
always a good time.
Yeah, of
Always a
course.
good time.
I'm like, how can I make it fun? So I send them this text message. I'm like, unfortunately, Christmas has been postponed because Santa Claus has caught COVID. So we will resume Christmas on January 25th.
I'm dead.
Thank you for participating. Please do not be angry at any of the elves or the messenger. Have a great Merry Christmas.
I'm dead.
On
Yo,
the 25th
I'm
of
dead.
January.
On the 25th of January.
Right.
Yo, my kids were crying.
Of course they were.
But then at the same time, they were like, this is the most best idea I've ever heard. And I'm like, really? You
It's
guys?
like, ma, you did that for your show.
right.
You did that for your
right.
podcast,
Right.
ma.
Right,
Stop
but
fucking with us.
I really just wanted to fuck with them. But now that they said it, I'm like, maybe I should fuck with them.
They gonna wake up to nothing on Christmas?
No, so I figured maybe I'm gonna do it like a treasure hunt.
Put
Like,
hookah
like-
clothes in their stocking. Really
right,
fuck with
like
them.
Santa Claus got COVID,
right.
so everything is like
All the lighters.
everything is quarantined.
You get it Lysol.
So you gotta find it.
Clean the crib.
That'll be some
Bejeweled
shit.
masks. Bejewel their masks with their names.
instead of stockings, right? Right.
My daughter's
telling you.
birthday is
Yeah,
2
this-
weeks
this
after
Christmas is gonna be
Girl,
different.
yours is 2
It
weeks,
is
mine
gonna
is
be
3
different.
days.
I have 3 nieces and nephews, 4 nieces and nephews who have birthdays.
I got too many.
That whole from after New Year's Eve till the end of January.
I got
my
20.
God.
I gave up. I was like, I see y'all when I see
Right,
y'all.
right.
I have
Nieces and
20
nephews?
nieces and nephews.
That's-
Yikes,
I
how
have
many
a
siblings
bunch
do you
too.
have?
My
don't
dad
even feel
has
like
7
counting them.
daughters.
Nice.
So there's a whole bunch of us. I was like, y'all gotta
Your
stop
pops is a
procreating
sharpshooter.
and shit. Yeah, he was.
He's still having kids?
If he found a bitch to fuck, he probably would.
Yo.
If he found a bitch young enough to conceive, he
Right.
probably would. Nasty
Right.
motherfucker. That ass. Like, it was just like, oh, that's your dad? Oh, yeah. You know your dad fucked my mom. I'm like, yo.
Well, I guess that's.
Oh, he didn't fucking shit. But yeah, I told Julie, I'm like, yo, your birthday's 2 weeks after Christmas, right? So The presents under the tree is the Christmas presents, and the presents in the stocking, happy birthday.
Kill two birds with one
I
stone.
see you and I see it. She like, yo, but my
It's a
birthday's
twofer.
the year after Christmas. I was like, nah. We not counting that New Year, new me bullshit. New Year, same present.
Right.
Don't open the
I said what
stocking
I
until the
said.
7th.
Right.
See, I can't pull that with Jayla. Jayla's like, Christmas is on the 25th. My birthday is on the 28th. There's 3 days in between. I don't know what you're talking about, but them presents, I forgot about them
She
shits.
was like, you
Where's
could
my
make
birthday?
a lot of money in 3 days, Mom.
Right.
You got a credit card. I seen that shit. Because my kid be swearing because I got a debit card. I can
think-
just
listen,
swipe.
swipe.
I'm like,
They
there ain't
all-
no money
They
out
don't
here.
understand the value
They
of money.
all think
What?
that.
They don't understand the value.
Man,
They
listen.
don't listen. They think you just got it. You're rich. Like
that's
not
it.
rich, but they
Like
they
it just you
it's just
they
like-
ask, they get, it's there. Whatever.
even in the
This-
supermarket,
this is
like
easy.
my nieces and
Anything.
nephews just dump shit in the cart, and I'm just like, how is like where did that?
That
That is
paying $4.79 for four yogurts.
Right, like,
See, that's
Like, are you
why,
crazy?
that's one thing
You know how I
I
gotta
did.
work to make $13?
right.
That's like a half hour of my life.
Right. You better stop that shit.
I would set budgets for the girls. Like if we were going somewhere, I'm like, listen to what I'm gonna tell you. Before we walk up in this store, you got $20. That is $19.99. You heard me, bitch? $19.99. So whatever toy you looking at, you make sure with tax and all, it come out to $19, because that's all you got.
Plus
Yes.
shipping and handling.
So have a great day. Bye.
No.
And they already knew. Don't ask me for nothing else, because I'm gonna look at you and say $19.99.
Yeah, that ass.
Fuck are you
No,
talking
but my
about?
If
kid
you
will
doing
go
a
into
lot.
the store.
That's
just
fair
wanna
though.
buy
That's fair
shit
if they
that
have
she
a
don't
budget,
even
because that's
want.
like I'm not saying no.
But that's how I taught them how
Right,
to save
but-
money.
Right.
you
right.
know, and that
That's
makes sense.
that's how I taught
And
them how
it
to
teaches
save
them
money.
to like count.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
they,
you know, add that
I'll
up,
tell you
man.
this.
Exactly.
Jalen,
And learn how to spread your money
definitely
out.
Right.
knew
It's
numbers.
It's budgeting.
Prioritize.
Budgeting, yes. Prioritize.
My daughter goes in the Target. She be like, "Ma, I need these boxes of tissues." I'm like, "For what? We got
just see
toilet
things-
paper
right.
at home.
Right.
Fuck you think we Rockefeller? We can't have toilet paper, paper
know-
towels,
you
and
know-
and face tissues. Use one or the other.
Right, your
Use
nose is
sleeve
running.
like you do at school.
Go get 4 squares, and you get 4 squares for a nose blow.
Nah,
Y'all heard?
My father, on God, he was so cheap. Listen, I love that man. God bless him. May he rest in peace. This nigga would split
Split
the
it.
2-ply and then put it
I
in
love it.
half. Like before selected
No.
size, my father had that idea.
really-
Like,
Oh,
that
add to that shit.
That nigga was already split in one sheet 3 times. 6 times if you count the other ply.
Oh, this funky is really thick.
And
I
if you
love
took
it.
a whole one, oh no, he would look at you like you had to wash it.
like you're
Like you
bugging.
just wasted that whole napkin.
You know what?
You better rinse it and dry
My,
it out for the
my
next
grandmother
week.
used to take paper towels and,
And
hang
wash
them,
them.
hang them on the
Yes.
sink and like for
Yes.
later use.
Nah,
Girl.
I grew up really
That's
poor.
some other shit.
I grew up really
I remember
poor.
that.
So we used to sit down at dinner and we would just pass a dish towel around to wipe our hands on. It was like the community towel and shit. And I'm thinking like
Pre-COVID.
That's it. I was like, I'm thinking about it. That's probably
Never
where
go down
COVID
now.
started and
Right,
shit with that
right.
dish towel. Mom.
No,
What you
not,
did
you're
with that
immune to
after?
COVID if
Right.
you did
You
that.
ain't never
You
gonna
ain't
worry
never
about
gonna
it,
get
Carl.
that.
You alright.
Right.
Shit.
Oh my God.
I swear though, you
Nah,
back
it was
in the
real.
days was real. Cause
It
my
was real.
grandmother, dead ass, you couldn't go in the kitchen and leave the living room without turning off the light in either or. She would be like, "Yo te casé con Con Edison,"
Yo,
and
that's
I'd be
a
like,
fact.
"Nah, bitch, you're
That's
not
a
married
fact.
to Con Edison. Rockefeller ain't
That
your
was the
man. I
line.
heard you,
Right,
bro. Fuck,
right.
I'm gonna turn it
I'm
off."
like,
Thought you
Damn.
said utilities was included, right?
And if you were gonna open the refrigerator,
I was just gonna say
I
that
had
you
to
opened
turn
it too
off
many
all
times.
the lights.
No,
That's
but if you
crazy.
opened it too many
Oh,
times,
forget it,
too,
you
she'd be like,
dying.
"Tú no sabes lo que tú estás buscando. Chequea a ver. Avanza." Like
The same shit was there
Decídete.
before.
Make your mind up. Don't
my
be opening and
grandmother,
closing
my
my
grandmother
fridge.
had
Like,
the lock on the phone. Yeah,
Never had that. That's
oh,
crazy. I
Man,
never
my grandmother
experienced
had
that.
a lock on the phone, bro.
That's
and
crazy.
Yo, when she got old and she started forgetting shit, and she would forget where she put the key at. Nah, it was a key,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
And she would
Yes,
call me
yes.
and be like, "Yo no
That-
encuentro
yo,
la
that rotary
llave."
shit, yo.
I'll be like, "La llave de qué, mamá? ¿Qué llave? I'm at work. Like, what are you talking about?"
Right.
And I'm what do you expect me to do? Then I would get there and the key would be like the same place it was yesterday.
Yo.
And I'll be like, "All right, I'm just gonna stop coming here because you think I'm a joke.
Yo.
And I can't do this no more. So have a great day, Grandma. I love you and shit."
And shit.
Right.
Word up.
You know what I'm
Word
talking
up.
about?
Yo, they was
Fuck out of
wild.
here, Grandma. You live in the project. Now you just paying for this shit.
Nah, she
Right.
didn't,
Right.
she didn't live in the projects.
Nah,
Right.
I know, but you know.
My grandmother did, but she still didn't care. You better save that shit.
Nah, my
Don't
grandma
do that.
was mad old fashioned.
You know,
You
my
won't
grandma
believe
didn't
in
live the
global
projects,
warming
but
as they
she's
spray in the
always
Aquanet.
stressing turning the lights.
Yo,
Lights and heat. Why I used to be like, why is it always so fucking hot in your house though? Like, if you got extra heat, like, do you talk to the landlord? Like, excuse
Oh,
me,
maybe she is
I need
talking to
2
the
extra
landlord.
Yeah, nah, I doubt that.
Nah, I'm
honey.
just joking.
She prayed too much, way too much.
She
You
prayed
know,
that
nah,
the electric
honestly,
bill was gonna
now
go down.
you want to know some crazy shit. All jokes aside, that's one thing I could definitely say that I'm grateful for. When my grandmother got like Alzheimer's and was just like losing her shit, she would tell me a lot of stuff like that. Not only that she regretted, but stuff that she did like when she was younger. That I would look at her and be like, "God damn, lady, like really, you didn't do none of that. Like she never went to the movies. She never got to drink a beer. Like she didn't do a lot of shit." I was like, "Why? Like you? Why?"
Get you that be in that movie right now, grandma.
Right.
Yeah, and
But
so
yeah.
so when she was telling you those things, it made her feel like she kind of regretted it, or she felt like she wished she did those things.
Yeah, it kind of also gave me a perspective on like, at the time I was obviously in a relationship. So once I became single, it was like, if I become single, I'm gonna live my life to the fullest, because she didn't get to do all the shit. And it's like we as women, we limit ourselves from doing, and growing up in the 90s, you know, it was different from now.
Right.
A lot of things weren't accepted. You
Right.
weren't allowed to do a lot of things.
Right.
If you did a lot of things, they shamed you for it. So it's like, I grew up very like walking the straightest. I imagine I got 7 uncles. I couldn't sneeze the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So nah, not me, son. What you said about nah? And my brother was another one. You know, I'm so grateful for him though. He definitely was open my eyes to everything a nigga could tell me, possibly wanna tell me, that I knew not to be a sucker.
Right.
You know, so I was very cautious of what I did outside. And I mean, in a lot of ways, do I regret that? Yeah. Because there was mad shit that I wish I would have done. That if my grandmother would have told me this story when I was younger, you know.
Because that's what I was gonna get to next. Because my grandmother, like, she kind of had the same type of life, like very reserved, and
Right.
didn't do a lot of things, didn't accomplish a lot of things that she wanted to, or you know, for fear of being looked at a certain kind of way,
right? Because that
and
was real.
for all those reasons, right? Because of the time that they grew up in,
right.
And it was the same thing. Like as she started to get on in her life, because she passed away about like 4 years ago. So as she started to get on in her life, 6 years ago, shit. As she started to get on in her life, though, she would always start to like talk about different regrets that she has, or things that she wish she should have done, or she I wish I did it this way. So it's just like it's the same for me. Like when I think about it too, because again, I'm a person too where I'm like just like always second guessing. I'm a Virgo, so I'm a thinker. I'm always thinking, always thinking, always second guessing.
I'm an emotional basket case.
So yeah, so it's like
The what if?
yes, I'm always like
what
and,
if
and always trying to be 3, 4, 5
5 steps ahead of
you
the
know what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
But there are times where I sit and I think about conversations I've had with my grandmother, or just things I know about her past, or the way her life went, and I just say to myself like, yeah, nah, I can't do that, because I don't want to have regrets either. You know, I don't want to be there telling my grandchild,
Right.
oh, I wish I could. Yeah, nah,
Right,
you know?
right.
So it's
It's
Yeah, no, I
crazy.
grew up. My mom was very old fashioned. Like she's very straight and narrow. You know, anytime the first time that she saw me with even a bag in my bag, she's like, "Oh my God, that's a stepping stone. You're gonna be in that gata." Like she thought I was gonna put a needle in my arm.
Next is gonna be
Like,
her.
that was it. It was over for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how.
Oh,
her
you're
brain
using
works.
drugs? Good for you.
Right.
You broke my heart. Good for you.
No, like she was mad dramatic about it. I'm like, okay, but she was very straight
You
and
wanna
narrow.
be a
But
female?
it's really about like that combined with like losing people really young. I was wild in a motherfucker.
It made
So
you. It made you feel like
right.
you should live your life.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like it really depends on the person and it's all
and-
about perspective. Because y'all felt like that, but y'all didn't, like, not saying y'all didn't really do it, but y'all still followed a certain.
No, it
No.
was more-
I didn't start feeling like that until after.
Right,
like,
exactly.
having these
I didn't have-
conversations.
right,
because,
I didn't
because we
have-
don't want to
right.
get to that point
Right.
and then end up that way
Right,
because
right.
we notice the similarities
Exactly.
in the way in which that we're living.
Yeah.
in
Right.
our-
Well,
I
living
was
our
in my
lives in
30s when
comparison
she
to them,
died.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because a lot of times we grow up and we make our ancestors' same mistakes.
Exactly.
You know?
Yo,
Well, in their times too, though, they things weren't as accessible, and women were supposed to be the quote unquote homemakers and take care of the home and take care of the man, take care of their kids. That was the role of the woman back in the days. So shit is a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Just in 1920s, women was able to vote. You think about that's only 100 years ago.
Right,
That's
right.
not that long ago.
Right. But that in itself was the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but I'm saying like they missed out on all these opportunities that we can pursue and that we can have because of the way things were back then.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was normal
There
to
weren't
get married
slut
off
walks
at
in the
13 and start
yeah,
a
but
family.
see,
Right.
that's the
Right.
thing. Like, it's funny that you say 13. My grandmother's husband was 50 and she was like 12. Her first child was born at 13. Her oldest son was 13. Is
To a
13 years
50-year-old
old.
man, though?
Yes, her husband.
Like, it's one thing to
grandfather
get
was
married
50.
at a very,
But
very young age.
Hear the crazy
but
shit.
to somebody your age,
Why,
if that's the tradition.
Why he
that's
fell in
something.
love with her was he saw her in the river washing clothes, and my grandmother, you know, she was her aunt raised her, so she had to have the hilo, I don't know how to say that shit in English right now, Jesus Christ. The thread of the clothes had to be white. Like everything had to be clean. So he, you know, he was like, yeah.
He saw that.
So he liked that she could wash clothes well.
And
a nice, ripe
That's what I
13-year-old.
was just gonna say.
12-year-old that
That's
can
what I was
wash
gonna say.
clothes
So she
well.
didn't know what love was. So once she expressed all those
He didn't
things
fall
to
in love
me,
with her, though. He was just like,
but that was the point.
He seen that she could take
right.
care of him. That's what that was.
And not only that, he
was
was
Why are you
pedo.
looking to a
kids in her.
child to take
he
care
was a
of you?
pedo.
Nah,
Well,
but check it
that's
out
my
though. There wasn't a
grandfather,
such thing
I'm
as
sorry,
back
yeah,
in
I don't
those
wanna talk
days. You
bad
know what I
about
mean?
And I
That-
love him. Yeah.
but you gotta
mean,
take
we
into
love him.
consideration that there wasn't such things back in the day. So it wasn't even
Yeah.
uncommon for a man to sell his daughter to another man
Well,
for
her
a
aunt-
goat
her aunt did.
or a
Right.
cow
Yeah,
or
and
a
I-
couple of
right,
chickens.
right.
So
And we're talking about third world country.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So and he
That's
he
just
gave
still
a
going on
he,
today out
he
there.
was
Right.
like Monopoly. Dead ass though. That's one thing I'll say about my grandfather. He taught all his children how to make their own and dead ass how to hustle. And that's why I guess I have that hustle blood in me. Cause that man, a lot of families in Dominican Republic are grateful to him because they got their house because he afforded them. He was the first one I could say started that rent to own shit because he brought a lot of properties. He would let people rent them until they paid it off, and then it was
okay,
theirs.
okay.
Word.
So I must say he wasn't the best, but one thing he did teach them how to work hard, how to earn everything,
How to
and
invest.
how to invest. And they all my uncles owned the business. That's how they
Made their money.
made
Yeah,
their money.
yeah.
So I can't, and me too. That's my hustle. I love to hustle. It's in my blood. So even though she was young and he didn't give her the best life, you know, he didn't love her or whatever, and she didn't love him, but she got 8 beautiful kids
Right.
and like 1,000 grandkids.
Right.
I was her favorite, by the way.
Grandparents don't have favorites.
No, yes, the fuck she did, because she would have told you I was her favorite.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, to your face. Like,
in the words of
my
Lil
bad.
Wayne, I gotta die with money because I wasn't born with it.
Right. Right.
I was her favorite. She would tell you. Me and my brother. Me and my brother were her
You know how they
favorites.
got them big brother programs and the big sister programs? They gotta have a grandma program.
Word, I would
All
love
my
one.
grandparents died by the time I was like 4. They was already
Oh,
gone, so I never
wow. I
had a
only met-
grandma.
yeah, I only met
I
them.
want to adopt a grandma and shit.
They're so
Right,
cool. I
right.
used to love my
I
grandma.
never had a grandpa. Well, I met my mother's father one time, and I was probably like 9 or 10, and then
Yeah, he
that was
died
it.
when I was 8.
But when I did meet him, he was very, very nice. He was a very, very nice man. I can say that he was very, very nice. So that's one memory I have of him, is that he was very, very nice.
That's
Word.
it.
I
That's
just
it.
got what
Lovely,
people
like,
told
yeah.
me
he's
and
like-
shit.
Yes, yes.
That's
yes.
one thing I can say about him.
See, I felt like that about him
yeah, I
too.
had a
Like
grandpa.
he taught me how to roll.
But my
tobacco.
grandmother raised me though.
He taught you how to
My
roll a
father's
blunt.
mother.
Right, yo. Now
Yeah.
that I think
Roll a
about that,
joint.
my grandfather taught me how to roll a blunt. I didn't even know that.
He was
wow.
smoking rollies and shit.
Because he would he would sell tobacco. He did everything. And then he would pay me 5 cents in DR. That's, you know, was like at that time in the 80s.
Yeah, that's money.
He would
Yeah,
pay me.
hell yeah.
He would pay me 5 cents
shit
to
was like
take
a
out
dollar.
his dandruff and shit. So you know
Like
I
a
could go
monkey
buy a
and shit,
soda.
or did-
Yeah, not with the brush and little oil and shit. That was my nigga though.
That's hot.
Now I'm talking about.
Yes.
So we should get into, you know, one of our favorite parts of the show.
Yes.
Oh,
I feel like
it's time.
I feel like we're gonna go into a word from our sponsors and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Sponsors that we be sponsoring ourselves and shit.
Hit us up. Hit us up.
We're gonna go into a word from our sponsors, and then we got a lovely little skit for you guys that, you know, we're gonna see if we could actually make this product
Yes.
for some of you loose hoes out there.
It works.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Me. Me. Gentlemen, are you tired of this cold weather chafing up your balls? Tired of searching for that perfect lotion to keep your balls fresh and moisturized all day? Scared your date might be turned off by your itchy, scaly balls? Well, do we have the thing for you? Introducing our Lumberjack Sack Ball Balm. Yeah, you heard me right, Ball Balm. With a combination of natural butters and a fresh earthy scent, you'll want to touch and sniff your balls all day long. 100% no chafing, guaranteed. Simply rub out Ball Balm on your balls after showering and you're ready to take on the day, fresh as a forest. Check out our scent collection, pine scented for outdoorsy guys, fresh dry linen for the more easy fellows, and our bestseller, Antler Honey, for those trying to attract a mate. Testosterone booster available for an extra $19.95 plus shipping and handling. And for all of those of you attached men who still slide, you'll never fear the sniff test again. Simply send us a sample of your at-home pussy juices and we'll add it to your favorite balm at no extra cost. She'll never suspect a thing. Side effects include extra testicles, extreme burning or itching, possible growth of testes, and loss of pubic hair. Get your balls right today.
Not for the men who slide.
You know
That lumberjack sack gonna get the move right.
right.
I love not hearing the commercials. I like to premiere them at the same time.
I love you not hearing them because I love to see your face. She was like,
Reaction is dope.
Her reaction be perfect.
what? She said,
"Yay,
what
we did a
now?"
good job.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
How you
brain.
getting the sample of the at-home pussy juice?
I want to know how
What
you're
you
gonna gather the
collect that in your mouth and
That's your business. That's your business. We said we do.
Listen, he gonna put a straw in there and he gonna slurp a little.
You gonna steal a panty,
just finger
cut
a
the
little-
crotch out, and
Right.
shred it into bits.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
hormones.
It's
It's
not
not
enough.
enough.
Not enough.
That's not enough.
You gotta slurp that shit up and just
See, that's
Right
what I'm
in the
saying.
body.
Hey yo!
Straw. That's what I'm talking about.
put it with some dry ice and send it over so it keep
Right,
it fresh and
Directly.
shit.
It'll be alright.
Just scoop out the cream bag.
Ain't nothing worse than
Oh,
stale
just
pussy
scoop
juice.
it out.
Now I'm talking
Just
about.
make sure it's that creamy juice.
I, feel
I
like,
mean,
you know,
unless you make her how to squirt and shit.
And who doesn't want an extra bowl? I mean, that could be fun.
Right.
That could be
You
fun.
know?
Right.
It's real
Who
cold
knows?
out
I'm
here.
trying to see what that look like. I seen tree jitters before. I'm trying to see what a
It's
turbo
real
looks like.
cold. It's real cold out here. They be selling winter body
got
wash,
triple nipples
winter
you looking
soap,
for.
winter lotion. So
Triple
get your balls
dipple.
right, guys.
Right.
Rub some ball
Moisturize
balm.
them bowls and shit.
Get that antler honey and shit. Not to be
be
confused
alright.
with royal honey, because then your dick just gonna be hard all day.
Right.
Is that the gold honey in the gas
That's
station?
the gold honey in the
Oh
gas
my
station.
God.
Yo, one
And
time.
shit.
So my friend put me onto that. He's like a perv, a major perv. Shout out to T Ganja.
T ganja.
Yeah, well, formerly known as T Ganja. His name is Henny T now because
Ow,
he works for
shout out to
MTA,
Henny
so
T.
he's not T Ganja anymore. But
Henny T
anyway,
for the MTA?
yeah, Henny T all day. So one time we went to the gas station and he was like, "Oh, yo, you know what this is?" I'm like, "Nah, what is it?" He's like, "Oh, yo,
What is it? What is it?
it's the honey you make it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." It's like whatever. So I went to the gas station another time and I'm in there. There was a young guy behind the window.
Uh-huh.
So I said to him, so I finished paying for my things, whatever, and I was getting ready to walk away, and I said to him, I was like, "You use that?"
Uh-uh.
And I was pointing to the honey. He was like, "What?"
What? What?
I was like, "Do you
you-
use
right,
that?"
right.
And he was like, "Oh, no. I was like, "Yes, you do." I was like, "Yes, you do." And it just walked out. I'm like, "Oh my God."
You know what though? Me
That's
and
a
Cardi
thing.
wanted to
That's
do
like
an
a big
experiment,
thing.
but we
Yeah,
haven't done it
we're,
yet.
We're proud users of said honey in my household.
Oh, so it works.
Okay,
Get you
no,
some.
it
Just buy
works.
you a box. It's $8.
All I know is that me
And
and
it's all
Cardi
natural.
were planning
Honey.
on trying it and seeing what happens to girls
If it
when
has
they
the
take
same
the
effect
honey.
on women, so
But
we're
we
just
just
gonna-
gotta make sure, you know.
because you have a dick. It's just introverted.
I just,
Right. Right, just hit that spot.
We about to get us a box
and
and
get
see
it.
what happens.
And that's it.
We're about to get a box. We all gonna take one.
Yes.
I'm gonna put
I'll
that shit
do
on
it.
some strawberries or something.
Yes.
do it.
I'm
Let's
gonna,
do it.
I'm
So
down
next
for the
Tuesday-
experiment.
Let's
And
do it.
vlog it. Let's do it and vlog it.
Next Tuesday we gonna podcast it.
All right.
Next
All right,
Tuesday
so we got to start from today.
I'm gonna bring the
Y'all
honey.
heard it
And,
first.
and if it works,
We going to get some honey.
whoever's in my way.
I'm ready.
And shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Word.
You're gonna be
for
like,
real.
yo, if you walk out of here with some sake pennies, just bring an extra pair because we don't know what to tell you and shit.
Right,
We don't-
exactly.
You know,
Right.
You might be wet, your clit might be hot. I don't know.
what to
you
tell
know,
you.
I just hope there's no
It's gonna be numb.
testosterone and shit.
It's
and we
gonna be
don't have
numb.
chin
Right,
hairs
'cause I
or
don't-
nothing.
Oh,
Right.
too late. I got a few.
You know, I had this like the other day. I was at Sharon's house. I was at one of our friends' house, and I'm chilling. And I went to the bathroom, and I seen this fucking hair on my chin. I'm like,
Lord.
I thought it was just one of my
Hands
hairs.
on the
that-
chin.
Nah,
I'ma
but
tell y'all a
check,
story
I
about
just
that
thought
hair.
it was just gonna
Betrayed.
come off my face, right? But the shit was in my chin. I was like, Oh, hell no.
Attached.
So my ex-sister-in-law got like a 5 o'clock shadow at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, man.
And I used to make fun of her all the time. And I was like, word, this is what I'm getting?
Right.
Karma.
Right.
Because the fucking hair wasn't even as thick as the hair on my head.
Oh, I forgot that she's only 29 though. That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, girl.
So there's gonna be more?
Fuck that. I got one better.
Right.
I got one better.
Do you throw
Nah, but hold up.
Go ahead,
Hold
go
up.
ahead.
What is the shit?
Get ready, baby.
Because my man.
Oh, you feel me? That's why she's saying
She's
that.
going through old lady
we all
puberty.
been there.
Mine going through mental
be all
puberty.
right, baby.
Betrayed
It's
by
called
the
mental
fate.
puberty. Like,
My
yeah.
life was a betrayal.
Let me say what I'm trying to say and shit. Fuck the men of people. I got the hairs on my chin. I'm like, your life is over. My man is 36, right? So he's like, when we met, he's like, oh, you about to be 29? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, shit. So I'm in for it. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, you haven't even reached your sexual peak yet. What the fuck I'm going to do with you? I'm like,
dead.
damn, son, you better catch up.
Easy.
Because he's like, once you hit your 30s, I was like, well, you know, I turned 29. I felt like it was 30. So
Right. No.
Nah,
bitch.
you're gonna feel the 30
Yeah, you
when you
gonna
feel
feel
the
it.
30.
You don't feel that.
Yeah.
30.
You actually,
different.
you're
I
gonna
still-
feel it.
It's
I still
different.
feel like I'm 19 except for my elbow
Exactly.
creaking
It
shit.
don't matter.
All right, but let me tell y'all a
when
story
you're
about
40,
hairs real quick,
everything
right?
else starts creaking.
I was in high school. I was probably like 15 or 16. And I was talking to this kid on the staircase. So I'm standing on the stairs and he's standing down. So we talking. I'm like, eh. And the whole time he's talking to me, he's just looking. And I'm talking. I'm like, eh. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yo, you got a hair coming out your neck. And he said like that and pulled it. And that
No, he
shit,
didn't.
that shit was like.
It was 6 inches long.
I'd have punched him in his
Disrespectful
throat.
as hell.
And I was like,
I'd have punched him in his throat.
You were flabbergasted.
I went home that day like, yo, looking in the mirror like, what the fuck? And that shit was dead, and it was mad long.
Yo,
I can't
when you
feel
pull
like
those-
that.
But so
'cause
now,
I'm
like,
hairy.
that's why I got these little spots, because I get them. I'm not ashamed to say I don't care. And
Yo,
I be
but
fucking them
that's
shits.
that's life.
This shit,
Everybody gets
this
it.
shit
They didn't tell us
killed
about it.
Before we talk about how hairy you are,
Right.
this shit killed me because I'm not hairy.
At
like
all.
I could,
No, I'm hairy.
I could go a month without shaving my pussy and my hair ain't gonna be thick.
Yeah, it
Right.
doesn't matter.
And like
though. It's
the hair on my legs is blonde.
Yeah, no,
And it was just
doesn't
this
matter.
white, and I'm
doesn't
like, I'm gonna be like grandma with the chin.
Oh wait, so
Yeah.
time
Kids
out.
ain't gonna
You
wanna
wanna
kiss me.
Oh wait, you want to talk about white hairs?
Right. She hasn't gotten there yet.
Right.
So wait, but you know my song.
Nah, I already got.
Remember my song.
I remember your song. and shit.
So,
I remember your
you want to
song.
talk about white?
Yeah.
But I get white hairs in my neck too. But
I already got gray
got some white hairs.
But because I'm blonde, I'm not gonna go gray. The stylist told me, she's like, you got a lot of gray hairs. I was like, bitch, what? She's like, no, don't worry, they're white. You're just going white. And I'm like, I'm already fucking white.
also,
now.
yes, you have white hairs.
What the fuck? I can't even wear a white shirt in bright
right,
light because you ain't gonna see me. So now my hair gonna be
So
white.
when
gonna
you
have
turn, when you
silver
turn to
hair.
a grandma, yeah,
have silver
You
hair.
gonna be banging though.
Right. You gonna
Right.
have that banging hair, girl. I can't
Right.
wait.
I'm gonna be that grandma shaking her ass and shit to
But
fucking.
it just
With the white hair.
Well, it's
It'll be
happening,
aight.
Carly.
It'll be
Just
nice.
get ready. Just get
Carly,
ready.
Get ready.
listen.
I know. It's
Listen.
alright.
It's
30.
unfortunate.
It's alright. I'm gonna just
But
exfoliate
it's
and
happening.
moisturize. It's alright.
Yeah, that's
Like
all you
Pharrell.
gotta do, girl. I mean, hello.
It's alright.
Exfoliate and
It's all of that
moisturize.
shit.
All of that.
All that shit and then some more shit.
Right.
And shit.
And over
That's
shit.
about-
And
They used
shit.
to call me Wolverine when I was in junior high school because I'm so hairy. And
I can see your sideburns from here.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
But you know what
Them
my
shits will be falling
grandmother,
down
you
your
know what
chin.
my
If I were
grandmother
to shape
used
them
to
up, you
tell
would have
me?
a pork chop.
Yeah, but but you know what my grandmother used to tell me? Mujer
So we gonna call it
con
chuleta
gozo
from
de
now on.
toto sabroso. So I used to be like, I
What
don't
she
bet
know.
you
said?
chuleta.
She said the hairiest ones got the best pussy. That's what that
That's
means
what
in
she
Spanish.
told me.
That's
She
what
told me
they
that
say.
I got
That's
some.
what they say.
I was like,
That's what that really
grandma.
meant.
That's what they
That's
say.
what, yeah.
That's
So
what
I
they
was
say.
like, you know
Yo,
what?
you know, that's
Men have
So
told me
I
that.
ain't gonna fucking get mad. I was like,
Right.
so what if I'm hairy? At
Right.
least when I.
Man have told me that. I'd be like,
Ha,
they be
ha.
looking at my arms and they be like, oh, you real hair. I'm like, yeah.
They're like, this is a
Why
good
you-
time.
They be
Why
like,
you
let
do
me
that?
see, let me see.
You see it?
Let me test it.
Yeah,
and they be like,
girl.
oh, you know what they say. I'm like, no, I don't. What do they say?
Yeah,
You know, I
hairy.
thought they go, don't just, talk some shit. Oh, they got the. I'm like, oh.
Well, say that shit then. Say that then. Look at the whole arm.
Hey, yo, you want to that pie?
Oh wait, look! I got this little thing going down my back, going down my back. Oh, don't show that.
Like, yo, pie, you want to braid my arms and shit? Is that gonna turn you on?
Word,
You wanna braid them
nigga.
for me?
Shit.
I've never heard that, but I feel like my arms are. I got hairy arms too, but my shit is blonde, so you don't notice it unless I'm in the sun or I'm tan, and that shit
Right.
hardly ever happens.
I don't have
Right.
hairy arms. I have hairy legs. My hairs grow so long on my legs that it hurts when I wear tight pants.
Even my
I gotta
toes grow
shave.
hair.
Yeah.
You hear my toes and shit.
There was one long ass hair on my big toe.
Like, that just happened.
It just came out of it.
Like,
Carly's
when I was
going
young.
through discovery delivery. Carly said,
I'm
"Oh my
upset.
God, I had one there too."
I'm upset and shit because I'm like, yo, where else they gonna pop up and shit? If I
They
start
pop
getting
up
hair on my
anywhere.
ass
They pop
cheeks,
up
I'ma
Welcome
anywhere.
to adulthood.
Welcome
Right.
to adulthood.
Man.
It's gonna be alright, babe. It's gonna be alright.
'cause
We're
I
gonna.
still feel
We're
like
not.
it.
Dudes with a whole hair
Nah,
out
when-
their
when
arm.
you-
When you feel that
Like,
30
just out
shift,
they
we're
arm.
gonna dedicate this entire episode to
Just
your
to
30
you,
shift.
just to your 30
That's
shift.
how real
Word.
it's gonna be.
I got
Right.
7
Yeah.
months, guys.
That's
I got
how
like
real it's
8
gonna
months
be.
and
You're not even
shit.
ready.
Right.
Oh my god.
But get
It's
ready.
gonna be alright.
But you'll be alright though.
Yeah.
You can handle it.
It's alright. It's alright.
You have like a
But
whole
yo,
epiphany.
I
It's gonna be
noticed
great.
the toe hair too, like
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
I've been having
Cause
toe
I've been
hairs
had that, yes.
forever.
Some-
Nah, I never had that shit. This is all new to me. I'm dying on the inside.
Nah.
Cause my man got a foot fetish and shit, and like that's how like our whole relationship started. So I was scrubbing my feet in the shower one day, and I was like, "What the fuck is
Well,
you
girl, you
doing
better pluck him before he get to sucking them.
Right. That shit had to
Better
be
get
there.
to plucking them.
That shit had to be there.
It's
He didn't
flaws. You know,
notice.
right? That's right. Let them know it's flaws.
I was like, I guess you
He
just
be
don't
alright.
give a fuck. You a nasty motherfucker like me.
Right. He liked them toes.
Cause
He
I
shoulda
personally,
cute.
I don't want to do it to be completely shaved. I like the little patch on the top. Like, leave it there. I want to fuck a
little hair
man,
is
not a
cool.
little
Yeah,
boy.
I love
little hair's
hair.
cool.
I love hair. I'm sorry. I
don't
feel
like it
like
on
when
the
a
chest.
guy, I love it on the chest. When a guy shaves, like I just be like,
As long as it's
ew.
not
Like
taco
I
meat.
really don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you no
Because they
more.
shave?
I've never
'Cause you
experienced
shave.
taco meat.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I feel like it's time for
Some
another
music?
word from our sponsors.
Okay.
We're gonna get into that.
We got mad sponsors.
We're gonna get
Another
into
word
that,
from
and then
our
we're gonna get into
sponsor.
our intermission. Make sure y'all follow us on
From our
Instagram at Tambout
sponsors.
Tuesdays, TAMBOUT. You
From
know
our-
how to spell fucking Tuesdays. Follow us on TikTok. We got a TikTok. You know
Oh
what I'm
my
talking
God!
about?
Yes, follow us on TikTok.
Follow us on TikTok and shit, cause we be over there bugging. Lit. We only got like 2 videos, but we coming with more.
Right.
So I'm talking about. Shout out to S.STREET.
Oh my God! Yes.
Shout out to the
S.STREET.
1718 Collective. Shout out to
Yes,
Sosa.
yes,
Shout out to the
yes,
man,
yes.
the motherfucking man, the motherfucking legend
Word.
and shit. Now
We
I'm talking
love
about.
you. Word.
Now
Thank
I'm
you
talking
so
about. I
much.
walk in here and I feel like I'm at home.
Homework.
Yes.
Yo, all right. I'm sorry, girls. I don't need, before we go to our sponsors, can we just all say this real quick? Because we didn't do this the first time around. I didn't feel this, and all of us can say that. When we first did this, our first time around, I don't think we felt the energy we felt maybe tonight that I felt today. It was so more positive,
amazing.
more
It's
exuberant.
amazing.
yeah, thank
It's-
you.
it's
It was
just
such a
open.
different
We're in a
feeling.
new place.
Say the P
Maybe-
word. Say the P word.
We're in a new
Say the P
place.
word.
What P word do you want me to say?
Professional.
Oh.
I'm just gonna be honest.
I'm talking about.
Thank
That's why I
you.
love her and shit.
Thank you for.
Yes.
I didn't want to
Besides
say
the fact that
that.
she cute and little and I can put her in my pocket.
Yeah,
That's why
I
I love
know.
her and
But
shit.
you know what, Nifa, is true. We should at least be 100% honest.
I was
More
impressed
professional.
with the
Me-
professionalism.
Thank you. Right? It was such a different feeling.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Like, honest to
Real
God.
talk, real talk.
Service
Yes,
goes a long
yes.
way.
We feel welcomed. We feel wanted. We feel like this is where we should be. And I definitely, I am so
There's
grateful
guidance
and thankful for this new start.
Involvement.
So
Now I'm
thank you
talking
guys.
about.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into that. Y'all ready? Y'all
Yeah.
ready? Y'all
Let's do
ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ain't gonna want to miss this. Y'all probably gonna want to buy this product, so we're gonna have to make it for y'all. Don't
Right.
try and make it at home because
We
you're
gonna
gonna
try
hurt your
this.
toto.
Right.
Right.
We'll try
You're gonna
this
hurt your
first.
toto. Don't try and sew it up or nothing.
Leave
Don't
it
try
to
and
the
use
yoni
no vinegar.
professionals.
Right.
Don't try and use no vinegar.
Don't try to
because
do
you're
none
just
of
gonna
that.
smell like a fucking salad.
Right.
All right. Let's just cut. Let's just cut the fucking malarkey and shit.
And get to the point. Hey, how are you?
I'm great. I recently got engaged.
That's great. My boyfriend dumped me 3 days ago.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he said I was too loose.
What?
Have you met the one? Are you worried about making the first time perfect? Whether you're dry, loose, or want him to believe that he's your first, give him the slip. Lifelike, undetectable, and discreet. Each kit comes with 5 capsules, inserts, extra 12-hour wetness capsules, virgin blood capsules, and hymen inserts are sold separately. Whatever model you choose, use it with confidence. When he asks for it, give him the slip.
Girl, you need the slip. Okay? My fiance thinks he's my first.
You?
Yes. You have that right.
$19.95 each plus shipping and handling. Buy within the next 30 minutes and get a second kit of your choice free while supplies last. Side effects include sticky ass dudes, excessive phone calls, marriage proposals, muscle spasms, blown out backs, and vaginal soreness. Hablamos español. Llama 555-333-7777. Engañas tu tío hoy. Hecho en República Dominicana.
Gracias.
97 punto nada. I'm talking about.
slip.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm
How
talking
many of you
about?
bitches not practicing your Kegels need that slip?
You heard?
You need 24. Don't buy 12. Buy 24. Buy 36.
Right.
it.
Get the whole
Get it.
shit.
Listen.
And now we're gonna get to intermission real quick.
Yeah.
We've been
in the
drinking,
middle.
we've been sipping, we've been smoking
sipping,
and
right.
shit.
We gotta take our break and shit.
Use the facilities and shit. Now I'm
gotta
talking
get
about
water.
Tuesdays.
Get a little air.